God will not give you more than you can handle. Is that true? Is that biblical? I know I have heard that over and over again, but when I did some digging, it's actually not true. The verse that I think people get this quote from is 1 Corinthians 10:13. It says, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear." But that's talking about temptation, which is completely different than trials, hard times in this life. And so when people say God will not give you more than you can handle, what they're talking about when they say it is hard things in life, trials in this life. But actually, it's talking about temptations, which are two different things. 2 Corinthians 1 8 through 10 actually says something different. Says, this is from Paul. "We think you ought to know, dear brothers and sisters, about the trouble we went through in the province of Asia. We were crushed and overwhelmed beyond our ability to endure, and we thought we would never live through it. In fact, we expected to die. But as a result of the hard times, we stopped relying on ourselves and learned to rely only on God, who raises the dead. And He did rescue us from mortal danger, and He will rescue us again. We have placed our confidence in Him, and He will continue to rescue us." So, that phrase I think is so dangerous because if we think God will not give us more than we can handle, and then something comes along that we can't handle, like me losing my son, if I believe that's true, then I believe that God has forsaken me. God has lied to me. God is not there for me. God does not love me, which is not true. None of that is true. But if I believe that God will not give me more than I can handle, and then I have something that I can't handle, then where's that going to leave me? It's going to leave me thinking that God's not for me. He doesn't love me. But that's not true. Sometimes there's things in life that come that is more than we can handle. But why does it come? What does it say in 2 Corinthians 1 9? It says, "As a result, we stopped relying on ourselves and learned to rely on God." That is the key. When things happen in our life that's hard, that we don't know how we're going to get through, they come so we can learn not to rely on ourselves, but to rely on Him and know that He is strong enough to help you through the hard times that you go through. And so, next time you hear that phrase, "God will not give me more than I can handle," I want you to remember this. It's not talking about hard times in life. That particular verse is talking about temptation, which is different than trials, that there are going to be moments in this life that are going to be hard, that you're not going to know how to get through, that is going to be more than you can handle. But they come in our lives so that we can learn to rely not on us, not on our strength, but on Him. We can't do it, but He can. He is strong enough to carry you through every hard thing that happens. He will never leave you, He will never forsake you. So, yes, you will go through hard times in this life. Actually, Jesus promised, it said that in this world you will have troubles, but take heart because I have overcome the world. You will have troubles. So, there is going to be moments that are going to be more than you can handle. But know that He can handle it for you, and that it's these times that we go through in our life are training us to rely on Him, not on ourselves. And know that, verse 10, He did rescue us from mortal danger, and He will rescue us again. We have placed our confidence in Him, and He will continue to rescue us. Every time you go through a hard time, He will rescue you again and again and again.